starting to get a little bit lighter, but still it's plowing through the state. The storm is going to be quickly exiting, though, by about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Look at this snow. This is in Oakville, Connecticut.
That is something.
Thank you, Jody.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of snow. We're getting reports now as much as 10, 11 and a half inches of snow in Farmington. So just keep those totals coming. We've added the locally more to the 6 to 10. All right, the Wedgwood Blues are still with us, but you'll notice it is getting a little bit lighter in Northwest Connecticut. Even in the Falls Village, Salisbury, it's starting to taper off, which is some good news. But we've still got snowfall rates anywhere from 1 to possibly 1.5, maybe even 2 inches an hour coming down in central Connecticut. So that's pretty impressive. This storm had ramped up at 2:30 when I came in this morning. There was really not a whole lot going on, except along the shoreline there was some snow, but then it just kind of really ramped up. And as you can see, the nature of the storm system, it is pushing from northwest to southeast. It's going to end from west to east, but not before we get a couple of more hours of snow, and that snow is coming down again to beat the band. So winter weather advisory, not quite sure why it's not a winter storm warning for Hartford County. Even Litchfield County, where 8 inches of snow, if not 9 inches of snow. I just got an email out of Terryville, 9 inches of snow. Hebron, 9 inches of snow. I just got an email from Nick with another update there. So the winter storm warning continues for a good portion of the state. Right now, plowable snow. Those winds are starting to pick up. We've got sustained winds to 20 miles an hour down in New Haven, and that is certainly impacting visibility and travel. Lauren Richardson has been all over the maps this morning, showing us where those jackknife tractor trailers were. All right, let's send it over to Mike Slifer, who's got another update for us. Hey, Mike.
Scott, we've been talking double-digit totals. A couple of these coming in from that big snow band that you were talking about that was stretching, say, through parts of Litchfield and Hartford counties earlier this morning. Up to 11.5 inches here in Farmington. Melissa Cole reporting 11 inches in West Hartford. Danbury, Terryville at 10 inches. Bethel and Hebron up to 9 inches. But no worries, we have more totals for you. Eyewitness News is everywhere this morning. North Windham by the airport about 7 inches. Unionville coming in at 9 inches. Stafford Springs up to 7.5 inches. Newington up to 9 inches. And here's something interesting too. A report from Newington says that the snow consistency was actually a bit lighter. So on the northern ends of these bands, the snow is not quite as wet and heavy, which is good news. A little bit easier to move. Preston coming in at 5 inches. Manchester at 8. Bridgewater at 7. New Fairfield 8.2. And this Danbury reading is by Candlewood Lake. So Winter Storm Birch continues to produce across the state. Our first alert weather day here continues. And here's some other reports that we had in earlier this morning. Plainville 7.5 inches, 7 inches in Prospect. Cromwell, Danbury, Southbury all coming in around 6 inches. And Scott, we still have a couple hours to go before this all wraps up.
That's right, Mike. All right, thanks. Let's take you out and show you what's going on. Heavy snow, poor visibility, and wind. That wind is starting to pick up. The snow ends this afternoon with some partial clearing. And then tonight, the temperatures drop into the low 20s, if not upper teens. And that means refreezing likely. It's a heavy, wet snow, except what Mike was just talking about in parts of the state, maybe a little fluffier as the storm system ends. But it's going to refreeze tonight, and it's going to be like a chunk of ice. So get that stuff off your sidewalks and off your driveways as quickly as you can. Traveling and shoveling, 6 to 10 inches. Now, you've noticed we've added locally more as we're starting to see totals in excess of 10 inches in parts of the state. So just be careful out there, okay? Let's take a look at our Hartford ICAM, 32 degrees with a wind out of the north at 7. That wind is not so bad, but you can see those winds coming in from the north-northeast, making these temperatures feel oh so much colder. All right, we're talking about a 24-hour change. We are down now from where we were 24 hours ago. And look at these sustained winds. 8 to 20 miles an hour sustained in New Haven, and with a gust to 26, this is what it feels like. It feels like it's in the upper teens and low 20s. So you have to bundle up and dress accordingly. All right, let's spend a little time with the day ahead. The snowflakes continue until about noon, and then mostly cloudy skies to partial clearing by later on this afternoon. It should be a beautiful sunset when that sun does go down at 5:21, glistening off the freshly fallen snow. Temperatures again in the low to mid 30s today, close to where we are right now. And then your 7-day forecast includes blustery weather tomorrow, 30 degrees. Ooh, that's cold with a wind chill in the teens and low 20s. Thursday, Friday, a little light snow at night on Thursday due to a clipper system that's going to be pushing in. Friday, breezy, little light snow for Saturday, and then Sunday and Monday, we're talking about temperatures that are a little bit below average in the mid to upper 30s. All right, that's a check of your first alert forecast. We'll be back with another update coming up in just a bit. In the meantime, Kara, Caitlin, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Scott. And